Hey Chiefs Kingdom, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we've got a big topic to dive into. Kansas City Chiefs versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers on the highly anticipated Monday Night Football in Week 9. Yes folks, our team is having a perfect season so far, standing at 7-0. And there's definitely an expectation to keep that momentum going. But don't think it'll be easy. We're up against the Buccaneers, who are coming off a string of losses and will be fighting hard to turn things around. So you know the drill, right? Drop a like to support the channel and subscribe if you're new here. Now get ready. The Chiefs are going through a true test of endurance. Injuries. We have plenty and in crucial positions. Wide receivers like Rashee Rice, Hollywood Brown, and Sky Moore are out. And our starting running back, Isaiah Pacheco, as well. How will our team overcome these challenges? And the Buccaneers, can they put up a fight even with the weather and playing on the road working against them? We're going to break it all down, so stay with me until the end, because you won't want to miss any details. Let's start by talking about the Chiefs' injuries, because we can't ignore the elephant in the room. With wide receivers sidelined, including our main man, Juju Smith-Schuster, who's missed the last 2 weeks with a tendon injury. Our passing game is more limited than we'd like. But let's not forget that we've got some major reinforcements. That's right, DeAndre Hopkins, our new wide receiver, and the return of Kareem Hunt, a familiar face who's ready to give it his all for this team once again. These additions bring a fresh dynamic to our offense. With Hopkins, we have an aerial threat who, even while still adapting to the playbook, has already shown signs that he could be the missing piece to keep Mahomes firing with that cannon of an arm. And Kareem Hunt? The Buccaneers' defense will have to work hard to stop him, especially considering Tampa's poor performance against the run. They're allowing an average of 131.6 yards and a touchdown per game, so you can expect a lot of action from Hunt on Monday. But what about the other side? Let's talk about the Buccaneers, because things aren't looking great for them either. Tampa Bay lost Chris Godwin and Mike Evans in Week 7, their top wide receivers, and their offense has felt the weight of those absences. This means that Baker Mayfield will have to rely on a less experienced group of receivers. And on top of that, in challenging weather conditions. Weather forecast? Rain and wind. Nothing the Chiefs Kingdom isn't used to. But for the guys from Tampa, this could turn into a real nightmare. The forecast of rain and wind will definitely make things harder for the Buccaneers, especially since they're coming off consecutive losses and desperately need a win to stay in the playoff hunt. Without their best targets and in a hostile climate, Tampa's offense might end up being predictable depending more on the ground game. And that's where our defense comes in. Kansas City has the second best run defense in the league. We're holding opponents to under 100 yards per game, so things don't look too promising for the Bucs. Another thing to keep an eye on is our boldness in the passing game. Mahomes still has key players like Justin Watson, Mecole Hardman, emerging talent Xavier Worthy, and of course, the ever-reliable Travis Kelce. And what about the Buccaneers' defense? They're leaking all over the place. They're ranked second to last in the league for yards allowed per play and have given up a whopping 15 passing touchdowns in just 8 games. If Mahomes is feeling it, it could be a long night for Tampa's defense. Oh, and for those who love a strategic bet, we've got some interesting props for this matchup. One of the best bets is for Kansas City to cover the -4.5 spread in the first half. Sounds doable, right? With the Buccaneers' offense weakened and the weather working against them, our defense could dominate from the get-go. And with Mahomes and company pushing big plays early on, Kansas City should pull ahead before halftime. And how about a specific bet on our Kareem Hunt? With the Buccaneers' defense giving up over 130 rushing yards per game, there's a good chance Hunt will hit over 10 yards each quarter. This bet has odds of plus 390, and considering the game conditions and the Chiefs' need to diversify their attack, it's far from absurd. In fact, it's one of the hottest bets for this game. Guys, if there's a game that can give us even more confidence in a perfect season, it's this one. The matchup against the Buccaneers is a golden opportunity to solidify our spot as favorites. And every piece we have, whether it's Hopkins' experience or Hunt's power in the ground game, will be essential. But of course, the game still needs to be played, and the adverse weather will only add to the excitement of this showdown. So, Chiefs Kingdom, what do you think? Can we overcome these injuries and put up a solid game to keep this undefeated season alive? What's your take? Will Hopkins shine? Will Hunt hit 10 yards per quarter? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear everyone's opinion on this Monday Night Showdown. And don't forget to share the video, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a moment of our journey to the Super Bowl. Thanks, and see you next time.